phone's getting ready to die. It's okay. It'll be alright. Oh shit. I don't know if you guys... Do any of you guys play Pokemon Go by any chance? Do you? Did you get the 7-colored shadow? Did you just get that? Because I did, and I'm like shook.
Alright, here we go. Started this new game, probably. Well, not new game, but first time I'm playing it.
No.
It's pretty interesting so far. Played it for like 10 minutes, so.
I still have so much to accomplish.
Maybe not even that long.
I still have so much left that needs doing.
I am a vampire.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm bringing a brown hat. That's not on the chest, so it'll give me an excuse. I'm bringing a shroud of binding.
Babe, can't you turn the brightness for those up on your phone, though?
Huh?
Can you turn the brightness for those all the way up on your phone?
Yeah.
Johnny,
Whoa,
this one's lost.
that was bright.
We need to leave. And now! No. There's time. I can save him. That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate
Just kind
the
of bored
hospital.
waiting on the new Call of Duty. Oh, the new season of Call of Duty. Anyway.
Done. He'll live. And now what? We fight. Killing
What?
is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
No, it never got easy. What is that? Bloody diary. 15th October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. A big machine man brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. Yeah, I don't feel like reading all that. Assuming it's a big hole in the ground to like bury vampires or something. And this is the bed. Vampires don't sleep though.
None of it. No sense at all.
Well, you just killed your sister because you were hungry.
It's a nightmare.
I was gonna say there's 0 people in here. I don't know. The thing is, it's like a visual bug in PlayStation. I don't know. I don't know if there was anybody in here or not, but I appreciate you dropping in, man. Just kind of waiting on the new season of Call of Duty and stuff, and this game seems kind of interesting. So it's a vampire game. Basically, so far, it started off with you were hungry as shit and you killed your sister. He doesn't understand what's going on.
Rational thinking only.
Now he's gonna try to kill himself, but he's not gonna die because he's a vampire. That was kind of gruesome. Gruesome start to your game. Oh yeah, I got the red lights blaring now. Some vampire feel. Let's get it. And he's like, fuck, didn't I just shoot myself?
This is absolute madness.
I've lost touch with reality. Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Okay. Defensive. Level 4 required. Okay, so this is the one I'm assuming. Healing. You drain your own blood to heal normal and aggregate damage. Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Okay, aggressive claws, blood spear, shadow mass.
Hang on. Maybe she
A
left.
close range
She
strike that will cut through all living
like,
creatures
oh,
in front of you. You throw a spear made of blood which can pass through the enemies in front of you. I watched the new Conjuring movie. Yes I have. Talking about the devil made me do it. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode for a short time, causing. I'm gonna go with the claws. That seems kind of cool. Basic attack. I feel like I'm gonna need that. No, okay, don't. Bite. Increase health, stamina, blood capacity, blood absorption. Okay. And we will confirm. He's like, okay.
That voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am.
I want to get this messages off the screen real quick, so I just have the picture up there. Give me 1 second, though. 1 second. Just want to get the chat up on my phone in front of me. Okay, now give me a second, you're going to see a blue screen. Advanced settings. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay. Said, damn, you used a lot more viewers. Used to get a lot more viewers. Well, you gotta think, bro. It's 12:30 at night. Still get views. It's just, you know, it's gonna be slow for a little while. Oh, there went the phone. It's not good.
Oh, it's a trapper. Bet. Yeah, he is. He's going to that.
Uh-oh, sounds like some vampires down here.
Where is it?
No, he's setting up.
Close.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
I need to leave. So I go out up here? Is there a place to go out up here? Where do I go? Reach North Bank. Okay, here we go. Plus, I literally just started the stream. Yeah, it still says I got 0 viewers, but I know for a fact I got more than that.
My head's spinning.
Oi! Come out, you coward!
It's locked, all right.
Offhand weapons. Offhand weapons can be used by pressing triangle. Their attacks with special effects. Okay.
I'm still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
You press triangle to use your stake and inflict stun.
Die, vermin!
Press X to bite a stunned enemy.
A strength I never knew I had.
Okay.
Over there! There's one of them!
Shouldn't be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is a fire.
Yeah, there we go. Get some more of that. Yeah.
I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
Yeah, buddy. Oh!
My strength. My reflexes.
Common handle part.
I'm not human anymore.
Seems like a very combat-based game. Very combat-based. What up, Za? Why aren't you mod?
My bad, bro.
The fuck? You're king and countryman. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front.
I low-key like thought he was a lot closer than he was. And
My poor sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood.
What up, though?
Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you.
No.
For what happened to us.
What?
I have
Oh, rats.
thirst for
Huh.
blood.
Shitlings.
It's
Called
locked.
shitlings. I just had a buffalo chicken burrito, so good. What do you mean? What the hell's on that?
I cannot enter.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just starting to get trapped
The
right now.
dizziness from the jump. I can now control
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm hopping on this one.
What's going on? Loading. Door's locked.
I cannot enter.
Locked.
Shit, I'm going for the save.
This is
A vampire dog.
despicable.
Okay.
What will London have to say to me?
Buffalo chicken,
Oh, what?
ranch, and cheese.
In the trap
I feel like with a little bit of lettuce, not like a whole lot, you know, but just a little bit, that would be fucking slap.
So many questions unanswered.
Just to give it that little bit of you know, different texture, that, you know, that sandwich texture, like a buffalo chicken, you know. What's that? More shitlings. The money in this game is called shitlings. Oh, you had lettuce? Oh, yeah. What do you think's odd as the red lights give it a vampire feel?
Of London become
Like, I want to suck your blood. Ooh, the smoke just made it black. That was dope. Ooh.
The man has been drained of all blood.
That game looks tough.
I can still smell
I'm just learning it, bro. I barely have any abilities. I just have some claws and, you know, just a little bit of weaponry.
I follow the
Basic weapons.
trail.
That's it.
Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant.
It's very combat based. Senses. Toggle my vampiric
Fresh
senses.
blood. The smell is so strong.
I'm sorry, man. Like, that heartbeat was so close.
Where has everyone gone?
And, like, I didn't want to get you off the hook with him right there. Go down.
According to the blood patterns, that's where the victim was attacked. So that must be the killer's trail.
A new hideout. Available in the district. Bet. Here you can spend your XP. Craft items. Okay. Common handle part. Common trigger part. That's the bed. Let's see what we got here. X to continue. Ooh, firearm. Use revolver. I haven't learned how to use that yet. Okay. Stash. Refill all. Ooh, let me finish looking. That's it? What? Okay, I probably have to upgrade a skill or something. Yeah, okay. Increase health, increase stamina, increase blood capacity, increase blood absorption. Let's go with increased life regeneration. But
Hey, babe. Babe,
what?
are you using the charger?
Not right this minute, no.
My controller, it'll charge quick. It won't be long.
Oh, I don't want to cancel. Confirm.
Dang, I got this person on my friends list. I have Blue Rhino on my friends list. I met them in a random lobby, like it wasn't even an invite.
Oh, follow the killer's trail.
I met that person in a random ass tango. I think so. Because they were already on my friends list when we all played together for that one time.
At last, a little life.
I was like, oh my god, like I told Murray I played with that person before we were all playing together.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes,
Flake Simper or something
I
like that.
apologize for my outfit.
I was like, oh
It's
shit.
been...
I was like, I met them in
It's been a
random
long
lobby.
night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Fair enough, fair enough. Dude, I really like Huey, but like, I don't have her.
I went to the bar.
Like, I'm so obsessed that I don't
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders?
gonna live forever.
Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every
Boogeyman.
crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
Maybe I should
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
like wiggle out, like you guys like really like try and go like.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Hook establish an extra 15 seconds. And
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
party streamers, something better.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around
Now we're
here.
about to get, like, a
Don't you know about the murders?
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light
Yeah.
in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets.
Hey,
And I
appreciate
never go
the dollars,
outside.
Zaza.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
I hope I live long enough to see them Vampyr boys get what's coming to them.
You again. What can I do for you?
I did not mean to click
Thank
on
you.
him again, damn
Goodbye.
it.
I brought the bloody party streamers.
There's gotta be something.
Hello, sir.
to get out of this.
Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know.
Let me send 20, that's
Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then.
maybe
He's
not
more
letting you.
agreeable talking to strangers.
Should cash app it to me. Shit, I could really use that money right now. What's going on?
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, now all these terrible murders.
The murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood.
Her payments are supposed to start getting
Some
dispersed
say
today, but
Sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog.
she got an
What's
email said
that?
they're gonna be delayed
No
a
one
little
knows.
bit.
People have always disappeared around these parts.
BRB.
The
Alright.
ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah, killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, a turquoise turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
Plus, you know, YouTube takes half of that shit anyway. And I
just
don't
want
even
to
get it
talk.
till I reach 100.
I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean,
Coming straight to me.
I best check on them.
Does not have a terror radius at all.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
I don't know. There was no terror radius. Yeah, he does. Now he does. Yeah, he's got tinker. That shit was almost done.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
This is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not.
Yeah,
Excuse
I'm,
me.
I'm coming back to this
They're
jet that
looking
was
for
almost done.
vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
Working on
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm. Say it, the vampire. Present yourself.
I need a word. With anyone.
Well, that's something I can do for you. And who might he...
Social circle. Okay. Dr. Edgar.
That was someone else's gen.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Healthy.
You be.
Okay.
My original gen.
I'm not sure that I know anymore.
Might I at least learn the reason of your presence?
That's none of your concern.
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
What?
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
I'll pop in a gen.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too.
I believe you.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
Oh no! Yep.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
I have breakout.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
No!
Perhaps. This is all
I gotta
new
go.
to me.
Go.
I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
And it's things
You should let
go.
me handle this
Get out of
affair.
here.
You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
How will you do any better than I?
This one over
But then
here
let me
right
ask you
literally
this.
almost
What are
done.
your intentions if you find the killer?
No, I don't. I've never ran that. I don't know what it does.
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
He's
Okay.
I have lucky
Go
breaks on
hunt
the- I
your
got
shadow.
no blood trail for me. He's going back. He's going back.
Okay.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
I cannot enter.
Here now.
Interrogate the locals.
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else is here tonight.
Damn it.
Someone must know something.
No, I was already injured. He's pissed at me. He was, yeah, he's pissed. He's probably gonna camp me, no cap. Oh yeah, no, he's not. He's going back. Yep. Yeah, I'm just coming away. Fine. Oh, he's coming, he's coming. That borrow's expired too. I got life, I'm using it. I'm gone. No. He's tunneling me. By a pallet. God damn it, bro.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue.
He's letting me lay
What's
here.
been done to me,
Like he's still
to this
nearby.
city.
He left me. I have no. Yeah, I got no heartbeat. Okay. It'll give me a time to get my exhaust as soon as. And then I saw their aura, so I know where they're at.
There's nobody here.
Yeah, but he's on us. I'm vaulting for life.
Hello, sir. May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bot, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
Well, I found my run for.
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
Man, dude, there's gonna be
It must
something
be
in
you.
here.
Rank 12, poor guy.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Oh damn, he had lethal
It's
pursuit.
gotta be this
Welcome
guy.
back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Damn dude, and I brought those bloody
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
I think you're hiding something from me.
I hide many things from many people, sir. That's what my job's about.
Hint required. Oh. Strike the killer.
If I suddenly stop talking, it's because my phone died. I'm still gonna play and stuff, but I might just plug it in now so it can at least start it a little bit.
Blood quality.
But I might just like, cause like I look, you don't want to let it die.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight. And I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes. His face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin. His hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the canning factory before he lost that job.
What's up,
A
Smokey?
nice bloke, really.
Sit back there, buddy.
He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Just discovered a hint. Reveals a secret about a citizen or someone related to them. Oh. Okay. I'll go back and talk to him.
What can I do for you?
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie.
Like it.
I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William, just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Yeah, like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. Can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
I need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What do you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
One second, y'all. 1 second.
I should just run as far away
Damn it.
as I can.
I think drink no longer stirs.
1 second.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit
Are you stupid or
mess.
something?
No?
I've never even been to India.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Poor Jack. He didn't deserve this.
Damn it. I think drink no longer stirs me.
Okay, there we go. Oops.
what's coming to them.
Not long ago, this sort of mess would have given me a laugh.
Okay.
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
Poor Jack. He did.
Can I have some privacy, please?
Okay, so now I gotta leave.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit.
Babe.
What?
Actually, no. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you in a little.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. What's this? Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. These men. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Yikes. Wow.
Over there!
Bullets. Equipped and press triangle to use your range to inflict standard damage.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Shut that foolish mouth of yours. You ever known McCullum to be wrong about anything?
Right. No time I can remember. But I've only been part of the guard 3 weeks to the day.
All the more reason to shut it, Mr. Billy. If the man says a bloodsucker's dug in here, you've got one job, and that's to find it. And find it fast.
Fair enough, Tom. But why do they hide where it's so damn cold?
That's this nest of them cleaned out.
Okay. To improve one of my weapons.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy. This place reeks of bloodshed.
I must have more. Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a sip, I promise. You are my dearest friend. You're my last and dearest friend.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by skull?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Whoop. I knew it. I had a fucking feeling it was the bitch from the bar. What's up, Smokey?
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders.
Patience, good fellows. I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention.
I'll be right
See, he
back.
gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I almost tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Beth, go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
And we're back. Damn, man. There's nobody, huh? Shit. That's what happens whenever I do a new fucking game.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
At dawn, we row. Alrighty then. See? No spit. Just the sound.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. This so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. I'm coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming. It's okay, Jonathan. I'll see you later.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah. It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place. dance of life and death.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane. Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical...
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy. More lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I don't know, where the hell did the doctor go?
And I thought last summer's epidemic was different.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye.
Smokey
I
and
learned
Nala.
to shoot during the war.
Come on, dude.
Carried one ever since.
So,
old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Yeah, that chick is crazy.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Make sure you drop a like on the stream. If anybody's here, make sure you drop a like on the stream.
Where were you stationed, sir?
Please and
Did
thank
you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood. Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood?
Appreciate you coming to stream. Make sure you drop a like if you would, if you haven't already.
Sure,
Drop
Doctor.
a sub also if you haven't already.
I think we have a bond of some sort.
If you'd like to help support the channel,
He's the
my
only
Cash
mortal
App is at the top
find
pinned
interesting.
comment, or there is Super Chat.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Boy, what the hell? What in the Resident Evil is this? This is some vampire game, bro. I don't know. You'll see. It's kind of cool. It's pretty interesting, so I decided to stream it.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your
Let's go
nocturnal
back, talk to this old boy.
Blood boil with the fever.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
For some reason, it wasn't loading your comments.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Nothing new.
Ow. The pain.
Here's this doctor
Good
again.
evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude.
Still there, goofy neck?
Difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury
It's
that
going
could
back
cripple
and
him
forth,
if not treated
fluctuating.
correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick...
But why would he hide such crucial...
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that...
Okay, you gotta press square.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh, are you serious? Really?
It's locked, all right. Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor.
And I'm...
Well...
How would you...
It's...
Nurse...
I wish...
You must... How long?
Or long...
You're right. How is...
Well, not well...
Why...
Milton's not...
Why does Mil...
I don't...
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
Reed.
Does my...
Let us just...
If doctors... I know... There is no need. Tell me, are you
Harvey.
Other concept and
Right.
Since it's carelessness,
We're here.
I don't
Modern.
Thank you for your.
What can I do for you?
And Mr. Hampton, the patient.
I get...
Thank you. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr.
I don't know if a third opinion is...
I see.
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want...
Tell me about yourself.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm...
I was more curious about what you were doing.
I'm a carpenter.
Are you satisfied?
Well...
I won't lie.
Are you sure you don't want to...
In other circumstances... Tell me about...
Strickland and Act?
What do you mean?
I often had...
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself.
You can't...
Of course...
How could your...
I was work...
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb...
How are your children?
Oh, they were smaller then.
I'm so...
I would like...
Goodbye for now, Mr.
I will not let you down, Mom.
I'm quite busy.
It seems you... We cannot leave... I don't... And what?
I said...
Be careful.
I only...
This is ridiculous. My blood...
You see? That is...
Thank you for your time. It's locked.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Doctor. And good evening. What do you think of Dr.
Smokey and
Ackroyd's
Nala
aversion
quit.
to modern medical methods? With the... I believe... So you... Doctor... Goodbye, Doctor. Good evening.
I need blood.
I'll leave you. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Good evening. Always a colleague. Not any... What do you mean? No. A pawnbroker? Yes, sir. What... With the what? Who comes here? I'm very... Are you afraid? Why should... And, sir, how did you get this? After I left... Do you work? Yes. Why? It was first... Why do you have... Because these poor fellows have... Have we met? I don't think... When we first... Funniest... Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after? No. I believe... Do you think you would I don't think... So you're... No. You're a wife? No, Doctor. Do you really... As I... Quite... Yes. Please show me. Of course.
can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from...
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
Why do you have such a...
Fuck them.
I know, it's...
Obviously...
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Milton. Good evening, Dr. Tim.
Dr. Reed.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls. We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more, unto the breach.
You've not...
I am...
Goodbye, Dr. Tibbets. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How
So painful.
I'll let you...
I'm all right.
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
Tell me...
I don't want...
Admit it, Mortimer. Your mother had you hospitalized here because you tried to kill yourself.
Yes, it's true.
All right, then. This is the first time we've really shared information about your case. Shall we call this progress?
Call it what you want, Dr. Reed.
You can trust me.
I guess I...
Can I help you in any way, Mr. Goswick?
I wrote a letter for my mother. She was supposed to read it after my death. But I suppose she doesn't have to read it now.
I see. And is this letter still near the place where you tried to take your own life?
Yes. And I don't want anyone reading my last words. I mean, I'm still here. If you bring me back that letter, then perhaps we'll talk.
I have to go now, sir.
Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick.
What can you tell me about...
Not much to say.
Are you...
Yes, thanks to my...
May I ask if...
I'm a teacher by...
What do you think of your assessment?
I have had the utter...
Is there something in particular that's bothering...
Some of the staff were not especially well...
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seemed...
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son, despite the epidemic.
She charged you for a...
Yes, and I paid without question.
I share your concern.
I don't expect compensation.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Goswicks came here in the first place.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Nurse.
What can I do?
Thank you.
But in the circumstances...
I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Goodbye, Nurse.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be. Sir.
Not now. Please come back later.
I cannot enter. It's locked, all right. This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin. The flower's dying. It needs water. William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night. I have so much time now. It's locked. Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody. So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well. I cannot enter. It's locked.
What the fuck was that? That's crazy.
Good evening, Miss Halcott.
I need blood.
I'll leave you.
Yeah, dude.
Go.
Milton Hooks.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some...
What?
I retreat...
Well, yeah.
Not at all.
Good. Please.
Oh my god.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Doctor.
I lost
Perhaps I should have considered
Nope,
the
he's still coming. Nope, I lost him. You don't know where the fuck I am. I've never 360'd somebody so hard. Go ahead. I had borrowed Jones going into attempted, but I didn't realize he was right there.
Not now.
No, I don't have deliverance.
Cat, knock it off.
Borrowed.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Dr. Swansea asked me to collect you, Dr. Reed. Hurry up!
Yes, Nurse Crane?
I'm so...
A crisis?
Our supply...
What type of hospital?
You have been away too long, Dr.
I may have a solution.
However do you...
If combined correctly.
The storeroom. Fat chance.
Perhaps I should look there first.
It's the large building behind the hospital.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Dr. Reed.
What do you mean?
I was not myself.
You remain...
Thank you.
How did you...
I had
Why?
William wasn't out.
You dare...
I'm just
What is
the situation?
As the... Who leads...
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife, Edward.
Do you know...
Tom?
Who should...
Not really.
People are...
How could it be otherwise?
What do you do?
I manage a night.
Are you a
Not at all, Doctor.
Why didn't you use your cross?
That's a very strange question.
Have you...
Not...
You never...
You're preaching.
How do you...
I feel exhausted.
You're in good hands here.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Mr. Ham. It's locked, all right. Good evening.
I need blood.
I'll leave you.
Fear and disgust on every street.
This hospital seems to be falling
Good evening,
apart.
Mr.
I'm okay.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
All right, then.
Call it what you want. Yes.
All right, then.
Call it what you...
Can I help you?
I wrote a letter for my mother.
I see.
Yes. And I don't want...
You can trust me.
I guess...
Can I help?
I wrote a letter for my mother.
I see.
Yes.
Why did your mother have you hospital?
My mother just wants the best.
Is your mother Bob?
That's tempting, Doc.
Pembroke Hospital may look...
It's not me.
How
So painful.
How painful.
So painful.
I'm sure...
Not really.
I see.
Yes, maybe. But...
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening.
Your son wished to die, Beatrice.
Are you not aware suicide is a crime?
I understand you fear the legal...
All my son needs is help and...
Goodbye, Mrs.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick. Good evening.
I'm okay.
Tell me...
I don't want...
Admit...
Yes.
All right, then.
Call it what you want.
Can I help?
I wrote a...
I see.
Yes.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need...
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
said stay away, sir.
It's locked. I cannot enter. It's locked, all right.
Stop right now! Sir, step away! Did you hear?
Bullshit, bro. What the fuck? Well, move, cat. Fucking shit is confusing as fuck, bro. Fucking supposed to take that goddamn key to his fucking house, like.
There's a cell at Burlington and just and it's not your dream.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. key will surely grant me access to the basement. These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. It's locked. It's locked. Mr. Connor's injured. Don't match the report. I'd better look into this. be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Please, sir.
What's going on?
I'm Blight, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan.
Oswald,
How long? Don't be ashamed. What?
I'm Oswald.
This is
We will...
What?
It's not...
Where?
He went down by the canal.
I have all the information.
Thank you.
I cannot enter.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
I have...
Thank you.
I think you should talk to...
Thank you.
I've read...
There's nothing...
Don't you see how lucky...
Leave me alone, then.
I've read...
There's nothing...
Don't you...
Leave me alone.
I have to go...
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Good evening, miss...
I'm okay.
How...
So painful.
I have to go now.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
Good evening, Doctor.
I have read your son...
He threatened to kill himself.
Punish you?
I've known for a long...
You really...
I think about it.
You're right.
I can't...
Mortem...
As you say.
Why?
I think it would...
What do you...
Mortem...
Goodbye, Mrs. Go...
Reads me like a book.
Good evening, Mr. Gos...
I'm okay.
Your mother...
No.
Won't you eat...
Do you want me to...
I have to go now.
I'm alright. Don't waste your time with me.
Goodbye, Miss...
I will not let you down, my boy.
Yes,
Exactly.
it really
What?
at the
Lack of...
London's
Your... Please...
It's the law.
That's all. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good...
You always knew the words to calm the children, Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot. Did you hear me?
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
Stay away!